Absolutely. It is Wednesday. We're going to get started now because Facebook is sitting there going, come on, get on with it. So I've got a few requests. Diane, do you have any requests?
No.
Okay, fine then. We're going to get up and flow. So I'm just going to mute everyone. I'm going to let everyone know who has just tuned in that it is National Chocolate Day. Who doesn't love National Chocolate Day? And it's the last Wednesday. I'm changing this camera. The last Wednesday in October, which means that it's almost November, which means 2020 is almost over. I don't know how this happens. I mean, we were all wishing for it to be over. Now it's going to be over. I have a couple of requests, which is pretty exciting. And I'm just going to start a little music. So there's only 2 rules in class, and that's pretty easy to remember, I think. There we go. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, one moment. I don't want to shuffle because then I'll get lost. 2 rules in class. Rule number 1, you got to breathe. Rule number 2, don't cause yourself any pain. So you can sit if you want, if you prefer, or you can stand. And we're going to breathe in. So the arms are going to lift up to the side. Hands are going to turn over. And you're just going to let it flow down. And then you're going to do that again. Breathe in. Fill those fabulous lungs with air. Hands tip over. And you just drag your fingers down through all that chi goodness. We're going to sink the chi. Speaking of the chi, float up. Wrap your arms around the big, giant Halloween pumpkin. And then sink it down to the toes. Yeah. Do that again. Breathe in. The breath is the best part. And melt it down like melting chocolate. Take one of your feet, if they're not already, to about hip width. And we're going to paint the walls. Oh, here we go. Sink down. Don't worry. It's just my USB. There we go. Breathe in. I can tell when my speaker stops working. Melt it down. We'll get through this. Do that again. Breathe in. And sink it down. Hug that big old Halloween pumpkin. Open wide. This hand is going to come on top, right in the front. Embrace the moon. Turn it over. Breathe in. The full moon for Halloween. Breathe and stretch. You can breathe more than I say, right? Because that would break rule number 1 if you weren't breathing. Breathe in. Turn it over. Just checking my list to make sure I remember what to do. Stretch open. Fingertips back together. Sink it down. Give me some angel wings up to the side. Breath in. Elbows halfway. Stretch up super tall as you can. Straighten up your halo while you're up there. And grab some chi down to the center. Float up in the front. Breathe in. Float down. Float up and hug the big tree. Open wide. This hand is going to drift across, but we're not going to wave hands like clouds. We're going to grab onto a giant chocolate ball and we're going to push it across the sky. And then the hands are going to flatten and just a regular old push. And then palms are going to face each other. Grab that ball of chocolate. Or a mini moon. Hands flatten and a push. We're going to do that again. But as you come across, step in. Give me a push. And then step out. The hands are going to drop. Go slow. Over the top, a big rainbow and a 2-hand block. Palms face. Slide across. Step in. A little 2-hand push. Step out. The hands are going to drop. A chi rainbow over the top. And a big old right there. Palms face, slide it across. Step in, a little push. Step out over the top. Chi rainbow, a 2-hand block. Now right here, just give me a regular old pull, because we got to do some bamboo, right? And a push. Take your back foot back a little bit if you need more room. Straighten up arms, straighten up legs, straighten up your whole spine, and stretch forward as you fold. Exhale. Oh, you let the arms go at the bottom. Oh, nice. Bend that front knee, reach down through your back heel. Pull that energy up your leg. And then you just spin into the front knee, warrior one. We're gonna do that again. Stretch up super tall, little back bend if you're in the mood. And then reach forward as you fold. It doesn't matter how far you go, remember? Bend your front knee, reach down through your back heel, tuck your bum under, roll it up. If you want, make your Charlie's Angels gun. Snuggle your shoulders down and lift your heart up. You can wiggle around if it feels like something you want to do. And then let the hands go. Let the hands sparkle down in the front. A regular old pull. A regular old push. Grab that little ball of chocolate. Slide it across. Step in. A little soft push. Step out, a chi rainbow over the top. Double block. A regular pull. And a regular push. If you need more room, we're going to do this side. Step out. Step back. So you're on train tracks, not a balance beam, right? Super long and lengthened out. And then as you exhale, you fold forward. And you just kind of let it go. And then bend your front knee. Reach down through that back heel strongly. Draw it all up. Just melt right there into a warrior one. Front knee bends. Do that again. Stretch it up. Fold, 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 fold. Little relax at the bottom. Stretch down through that heel. Bend that front knee. Roll it all up. If you want a little lightning rod, snuggle those shoulders down. Tuck that bum under. You can wiggle it around. Find what works for you. And then let the hands go. Sparkle them down in the front. Scoot your back foot in. A regular pull and a regular push. Stretch open through the center. This hand is going to drop. We're going to wave hands like clouds, regular style. Slide. Breathe in. Breathe out. Over here, make a little hook and step in. We better go for it. Step out. I always forget how fast the flow shows are. Breathe in. Scoop it up. Breathe out. The hook is going to drop. Slide. Just a little wave hands. No big rush. Breathe in. Over here if you want to step in and make a little hook. Step out with a single whip. It's a high five. 2 loops. Breathe in. Breathe out. That hook is going to drop. Slide across. Give me a regular pull and a regular push. And then give me a half a step in. Let the hands drop. You're going to swing them around like you're conducting an orchestra. You're going to tap this heel. Play the peepaw. This hand's over the foot. This hand's over the knee. Step, step. One foot just steps in. The other heel taps. You conduct the orchestra. You play the peepaw. One more time. Swinging it around. Play the peepaw. This hand's going to keep going around. Grab onto the moon. Step in. Toss me a frisbee. The bottom hand is going to go up and meet its friend. A regular pull and a regular push. Take both hands across the sky. Yahoo! Slide. Drop. A pull. A push. A half a step in. Hands drop. Tap that heel in the front. Conduct the orchestra. Play the peepaw. Step, step. Swinging it around. Just imagine when you were 5 and you used to conduct the orchestra, didn't it feel like you were just swinging your arms around? I know there's more science than that. Play the peepaw. This hand's gonna swing around. Grab onto the moon, step in, toss a frisbee, out it goes. A regular pull, this hand goes up and meets its friend. A regular push. So he had a special request today, and I'm going to do it bamboo style. So here we go. As you push forward, slowly start to shift your weight forward. Maybe your back foot floats off the floor, but it doesn't have to. Maybe you come parallel with the floor as you reach forward, and then sweep the arms back like you're doing the breaststroke. And then pierce forward, piercing the clouds. And then sweep open. Let your back foot float all the way back down. Lift and push. Take both hands across the sky. Yahoo! Slide. A regular pull. Don't worry. A regular push. The other side's always interesting, right? Shall we try that again? All right. Push, but go slow. Just slowly start to, I'm going to move back so I don't hit my bookcase. Shift your weight forward. Your back toes can stay on the floor, or you can start to drift up. Like super person flying over the city, and then sweep your arms wide. And then you pierce those clouds forward. And then you swim. Back foot floats on down. Hands float up. Give us a push. Press. Stretch open, come to the center. Hug the big tree. Hands flatten. Sink. What did I write down? Oh yeah, so I remember. Angel wings. Elbows halfway. I should write bigger so I don't need my glasses. Stretch up so tall. Here's some chi down through the center. Open the door. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hug the big tree. Stretch wide. This hand's going to scoop under. Step in. Step out. Toss me a little frisbee right there. Then roll it back. Make a loose fist on the bottom. This hand's going to push down. Give me an elbow sneak, a fist, and then a palm. Roll it back. Take a breath. Elbow, fist. The snake sticks out his tongue. One more time. Breathing. Here we go. Push. Roll it back. Grab onto the moon. Toss me one frisbee. The bottom hand is going to go up and meet its friend. A pull. We're going to gaze at the moon because it's going to be the full moon. Push. Now let the hands float up, 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 up. Stretch like the top of your head was going to hit the moon, right? And then sparkle your fingers down through all those stars. A pull and a push. Do another one of those. Lengthen, stretch, reach with that head. Up, 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 up. Keep that spine super long as you sparkle it down. A pull and a push. Stretch open through the center. Sink. Come on back over here. Float. This hand is going to come across and meet its friend. A pull and a push. That front hand is going to roll on back. Grab onto that giant chocolate moon. Toss your frisbee. Float it up there. There goes the bottom hand. Back up again. A pull. We're going to gaze at the moon. A push. Stretch up. Super long and tall. Lengthen your whole spine up. And then keep your tallness, but sparkle your fingers. A pull and a push. Do that again. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Reach. Sparkle it on down. A pull. A push. That top hand rolls on back. Loose fist on the bottom. This hand's going to push down. Elbow sneak. Back of fist. And then palms. The snake sticks out his tongue. Roll it back. Loose with the fist. Don't create any tension. Elbow strike, fist strike, palm strike. Roll it back. Give me one frisbee. Just a frisbee. Toss. Scoop this hand under. Swirl around that. Foam in your cappuccino. Turn to the front. Sink it down. Lift up to the sides. Breath in. Turn the hands back over and feel all that chi-ness. Yes. Right. Lift up to the sides. Gather it into the front. Give it a big hug. Sink it down. Lift. Breath in. Gather in as much goodness as you can. Sink it down. Buddha belly in the front. Float it up. Wrap the arms around as much goodness as you can get your arms around. Scoop it all up. Lift it up to the heart. Shoulders are going to drop. Over the top, we're going to make a tight little packet of chi, happiness, and goodness. Press. We need to send this out into the world. The more we do this, the more I think it'll get better. Make a little diamond shape with your hands. Send your Care Bear stare out into the world. Stretch your fingers through your elbows, through your shoulders, through your whole body. You're sending out as much good as you can into the world. And then you let it go. Hey, if the Care Bears made it work, come on, we can. Wrap your arms around the tree. Sink. Cross your wrists. Lift. Open up. La. I always think there should be a choir of angels. Cross. Lift. Throw some chi up into the air. The next one is just shoulder height because the flow show goes like nobody's business. Float up. Float apart. Hands float on down. One foot steps in. A little bow for my friends. And holy moly, the last flow showy of October for me. No more Wednesdays in October, right? It goes like, hi, T. All right, so I'm just going to unmute you guys. I'm going to leave my camera where it is. How are you feeling now?
Great, thank you.
Energized.
Isn't the flow show great? The flow show is so fast, isn't it?
Oh, Heather, you make me feel cold.
What's that?
You make me feel cold.
I'm warm now, though, because I've been moving, you know.
Yeah, I'm warm, too.
And the heat's on in my building. It's not warm outside, but they turned the heat on in my building, and I don't get to control it, so it's warm. I'm warm. I'll be cold later. So today is National Chocolate Day. It's the last Wednesday in October. I'm just checking the holidays. It's National Lung Health Day too, you guys. So lots of breath, lots of breathing, and Wild Foods Day. So interestingly, I read an article that said there was an increased incidence in people visiting emergency because they'd eaten mushrooms that were not edible. So if you're out there wild foraging on Wild Foods Day, check your mushroom guide before you fry up those bad boys.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And there are 54 days left until winter.
Until winter?
Until winter, officially. I think that's like December.
Till the winter solstice, right?
Winter solstice, yes. So it doesn't mean it's not going to snow before then, because I know I have friends in Colorado. It's already snowed in some places.
Here too.
Which is funny, because Toronto, we haven't even hit freezing yet. But my friends in Colorado, they've already got snow. Here we're like, I don't know. I saw someone out in a t-shirt the other day. Right? Rula, you're over here on this monitor, Rula. I've missed you. We got to go for a social distancing coffee. So my friends, that is our flow show for today. My thoughts for you today are always kind of the same, like send some goodness and love out into the world. However you choose to do that, because we always need it, but I feel like this year we really need it.
That's
right? This year we really need it. So I do this. I do something every day that makes me happy. Imagine.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you. Number 2, wait.
Thank you.
I'm going to send you all COVID hugs.
Have a good week.
Yes, you too. And as always,
I'll see you in November.
We'll see you in November, friends.
Hasta
All
luego.
right.
Ciao, ciao.
Take care of yourselves,
All right.
okay?
Yep.
You
Bye,
too.
friends. I'll see you next
Stay
week.
well.